Okay, so it's coming along here. I've just been graduating this wood out, looking at the growth rings, and as I watch each growth ring feather out, that's kind of my initial marker, and just feel with your fingers. And then once you start achieving a bend like this, you need to then actually be very careful about how much you're bending it and where you're taking wood off, because we don't want to stress this wood in any areas too early. That's going to cause problems later in the bow's life. So be very gentle, and we're just going to go ahead and take a few more passes. This is my top limb here. I've decided, if you can see, the bow has a slight curve to it this way. So that is going to be my top limb, I've decided. So let's get to scraping. Go ahead and clamp my stave in here. Make sure it's nice and good. And this being the belly of the bow, I need to just start taking some wood off of this tip. I'm going to start at the tips and get them bending first, and then slowly graduate the force down into the bow. So using our draw knife here, and what I like to do, I'm going to bring the camera over here for a second so I can show you, is when I'm taking off a decent bit of wood here, I like to, let me show you from this angle. So if this is my limb tip here, instead of just running my draw knife straight across like a wood plane, it's easier to go and take a bevel off of this side and then off of this side, and then you actually have a raised surface that you can shave clean down. It's a helpful trick when you're going with the grain. Obviously, when you're doing really rough stuff, you can go against the grain and just lift up growth ring after growth ring. Check our bend. Sorry, this is the bottom limb down here. Let me show you another view of this. Oh, there goes my wind chime. And this is the limb we were just working on here. So as you can see, if I flip it around, they seem to be bending decently even, but I've got all these undulations in here, so I really need to pay attention at this point to thick spots, like right here. So we'll do a little more work with the draw knife, get her bending a little bit more, and then we're going to go ahead and cut some knocks in here, get a string on it, and start looking at how she's bending.